So Ben Simmons makes his return to Philadelphia tomorrow night. The Wells Fargo Center is going to be absolutely insane. Honestly, I feel like I'm living in a movie right now, and things are about to hit the fan. We will break it all down. Let's go. Perfect. What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB, your number one hotspot for Sixers coverage. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified about all the content. We will be live tomorrow night. Sixers and Nets. Be sure to come out, watch the game. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I mean, it's like the villain coming back. I feel like I'm living in a movie right now. I really do. And it's like the final rodeo, right? As someone who has covered this, this situation, this story for the last 8-9 months, I feel like this is the final scene, right? Where the bad guy gets killed. This is going to be absolutely nuts. That's really all I could say. And I do apologize. I am under the weather a little bit, but the content must live on, man. I feel like Ben's presence just coming back to Philadelphia literally got me sick. But hey, just a little cold. Anyway, before we get into it, guys, go follow the new Instagram page strictly for the channel. I know a lot of you follow me on my personal, but definitely go follow the new channel page where we post a lot of clips, news, and all that stuff on there. So I really appreciate that. But anyway, we start today, and, we're going to talk about our opinions. Here's the question of the day. Should Sixers fans boo Ben Simmons, or should they cheer him in his return to Philadelphia tomorrow night? Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, without context, what is this guy talking about? It's obvious. Philly is going to rip this guy to shreds, and you're probably right. But we have some things to get into first. So, yesterday, according to Kyle Neubeck, Ben Simmons and Rich Paul and all of Clutch Sports and his representation are going to file a grievance with the NBA to recover lost fines money from the Sixers this season. So all the money, the $20 million that he sat out and left on the table, he is trying to get back now that he's with the Brooklyn Nets and everything is, seemingly so fine. And, apparently, according to Kyle Neubeck, if you go and read this piece, which I recommend you do, he pretty much talked about the fact that, they're going to use Thursday as kind of a benchmark in this whole timeline. They're going to look Thursday, and when he gets ripped to shreds, try to say that, Sixers fans are toxic, and, this is what the environment is like and why he couldn't come back, and this, and that. Now, first and foremost, let me say this. Number one, you're not going to win because of that or anything. He's filing pretty much a complaint against the Sixers organization. That is not going to be substantive at all, in my personal opinion. You're not going to win that way. Number two, okay, like I said, as someone who has covered this every single detail, right? I've seen the guy come to training camp, act like a fool, not come out and squash things, deny his teammates a chance to go see him, all that stuff. Go back. The archives are here. We have literally covered every single bit of it. And it's crazy how, some of us were on this from day one. And we got put out into the fire. Let's be completely honest. Let's speak it how it is. That's what we do here, okay? This guy, I'm not going to call him all the names in the book. I don't even need to anymore. I mean, it is what it is, okay? After Thursday, by the way, after tomorrow, I can't wait because we haven't been talking about this guy at all. Maybe if we get to the playoffs and we have to play him again, then we might have to. But I don't see the Nets being anything. I don't see him helping the team that much. I don't really see much happening, okay? But tomorrow's going to be nuts. You're going to file a complaint against the Sixers organization because they tried to give you every resource in the book. They tried to help you out. And then you have people like Natalie Eganoff, and I'm not just calling her out specifically, but she was one who commented on this yesterday saying, enough with this stuff. Boo the man, get over it. It's weird. Here's what I have to say. What's weird to me? Filing a grievance against an organization who specifically told you and made it publicly known that if you did not play, you were going to get fined. They made it publicly known time and time again. They tried to help you. They tried to give you every resource. And now you're going to file a grievance against that organization, even though they've tried. And for the Philly fans who have supported you for so long, that's what's weird to me. I just don't understand it at all. And what makes it even funnier, shout out to Kevin Kincaid. Here was a quote from Simmons 3 weeks ago in the press conference with Brooklyn, right? What did he say? What did he come right out and say? He said, nah, it wasn't about the fans. It wasn't about anything. I just needed a different situation. I needed to clear my head. He said that himself. So do you think now he is going to win this case and you know, have this help him as more evidence? You see what I mean? Nothing adds up. I don't understand. And the people in his circle or whatever have just done, honestly, a terrible job with this whole situation. It's been really bad. It's been really bad, man. Steve Nash commented on Ben Simmons. He says that it is what it is, just like Ben. He's a big boy. He'll be fine. He wants to be there on the bench with his teammates. And he says that he knows, you know, the situation. He's aware of it. Of course he is. He's a big boy. That's what we're saying about 25-year-old Ben Simmons at this point. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nobody ever progresses. The man has never grown up. Honestly, it's crazy. And going even further, Barstool Philly on their Instagram page put out a post that was talking about Ben will not be playing, which he will not, by the way, if you don't know. He will just be on the bench, and he's going to just sit there and get heckled for hours probably. And he commented in response, and he said, likewise. So, you know, Instagram Ben is back. I feel like he's been there the whole time just lurking around. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, you know, he's liked certain posts before. It's just ridiculous, man. But anyway, you know, let me give my 2 cents on this situation. It's good because a lot of people keep asking me, you know, should we boo? Should we cheer? I'm hearing a lot of things. Should we chant thank you for James Harden? Should we just be completely silent? You know, Doc Rivers said that we should give him a tribute video, right? And that's just coach speak. Doc's just saying what he has to say, and being the guy that, you know, babied Ben for years or last year and had to say the right things, right? Well, not all the time, but anyway, you know, should we give Ben a tribute video? No. Will we? Probably, yeah. But honestly, it would be completely hilarious if we ended the tribute video off with his passed up dunk in Game 7. I think that would be the ultimate troll. I would love it. But here's my 2 cents on the situation. And I would love to hear your opinion as well. I believe that Philly fans should do whatever they want. And here's why I believe that. Philly fans are, you know, hardworking people, blue collar, right? Passionate. They support these athletes day in and day out. They supported this man for 5 years. What did he do? He handled the situation terribly. He, you know, just left, didn't say anything, used a lot of different claims, and now he's in Brooklyn doing his thing, seems to be okay. Philly fans can do whatever the heck they want. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Either way, the national media will play us out to be the bad guy. I'm telling you right now, and that's why I don't even care anymore. No matter what happens tomorrow night. And honestly, what I predict to happen is, you know, a couple fans are going to be dinguses. They're probably going to throw things on the court. I don't know. Okay, but that's not all Philly fans. That doesn't represent, you know, the classiness and really the intelligence of a lot of Philly fans. But, you know, the national media is going to play us out to be the bad guy either way. We know the truth, but it doesn't matter what we do. So I know what's going to happen. Philly fans are going to rip this guy to shreds. They're going to be booing him. F this, F that, the chants left and right. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. And here is what I would do. After the boos come out, because I would probably boo him for 5 to 10 minutes if I was there. But after that, here's what I think Philly fans should do. Okay, and also let's not act like nobody else boos players when they come back. This is a normal occurrence, okay? Philly fans are just a little more passionate. But here's what I would do. I would alternate chants between thanks for James Harden and Tyrese Maxey, because without the selfishness or the selfish acts and the ludicrous tendencies of Ben Simmons, neither one of those guys would have come to fruition with the Sixers the way that they did. So I would just constantly chant Tyrese Maxey and thanks for Harden. That's what I would do because, you know, at the end of the day, we made out way better. We are in a better situation, a better spot, thanks to his, you know, just acts of just ridiculousness. And, you know, at the end of the day, he's going to get heckled. I don't even know why he came here. I tried to tell him, don't come. Now you're going to sit on the bench for 3 hours and just hear a lot of things. And, you know, it's not going to be good for him, honestly, or his mental state. But we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, all I care about is winning the game, to be frank. I just want to go win the game. And I think Harden's going to play well. And I think Embiid's going to be fired up. In fact, here are my predictions. I think that Joel Embiid is going to throw one down early and stare him down on the bench, maybe even say something to him. I think, I feel like we're going to get KD Russ vibes from years ago. I really do. I could see guys jawing with each other. I think George Niang, even though he wasn't on the team last year, he's a stand-up guy. I put this tweet out. I said he's going to hit a three and start talking smack to Ben. I love it. And then my third prediction is that 3 or more fans get kicked out. Over, under 3. Let me know what you think. And follow me on Twitter as well. And it's funny because George Niang went on the Farzy show, the Mark Farzetta show, and I saw the clip. I didn't see if he actually said this, but apparently this is going around that George Niang said on Thursday the players on my list to talk trash to, Ben Simmons is going to be on that list. And that's why I love George Niang, man. Again, just such a stand-up guy, really represents the culture of Philadelphia, man, and he's going to go out there and jaw. Even though he wasn't in the debacle last year, he's going to go out there and make it heard, and I can't wait to see what happens. Kevin Durant talked about James Harden and, pretty much said, you look up, Kyrie's not playing, and then I'm injured. He hasn't won a championship before, and he's looking at it like he's 32 years old, wanting to make a decision to get on a team that can get him to that contending, being one of the last teams standing. Wow. Kevin Durant kind of just said what I had been saying for the last couple of weeks. He's trying to get to a contender. Did KD kind of slip up and say we're not going to win this year? I don't know. But I feel like we're going to get some KD Russ vibes in this game. And KD and Kyrie both said there was pretty much no way to make it work. And Harden's happier, Ben's happier, whatever. And Kevin Durant then went to comment about Philly fans and says that some people don't enjoy basketball. Their lives are so bad that they get to just aim it at other people. Actually, Kevin Durant, I think a lot of people use Philly sports. A lot of Philadelphians use these teams as a way of life. They use it as passion, and it really keeps them going sometimes, So I think that's an idiotic comment. I hope KD gets booed for that as well. I think a lot of jawing's going to go on. There's going to be increased security. It's going to, really ramp up. It's going to be a wild environment. I can't wait to see what happens. I feel like this is the final rodeo. Then we can close this chapter, maybe until the playoffs, get rid of it. And again, the Nets are just going to keep going down. Sixers are going to do their thing. That's all I care about at the end of the day. We will see what happens. Those are just my thoughts. You give me all yours down below. What do you think about this situation? What do you think the Wells Fargo Center will be like tomorrow night? Give me all your thoughts. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Perfect.